And howdy doody. Yeah, you lost your voice.
I had a little reverb there. I have your channel on there.
Yep. Howdy doody. Welcome, Mr. Well, there he is. Mr. Dad right there. Now with 6,000 subscribers. Congratulations.
Thank you. I wasn't going to make a big deal out of that because I'm not.
Well,
thank you, though. I appreciate it. I think I'll feel better at 10,000. So I got a long way to go.
Well, shit, I'm at, what was it, 204 as of 5 minutes ago, so.
It's a grind.
What have you been up to, Dad?
Liquidation. That's why we have this bad boy right there in studio, because he's famous. This drone is very famous right now.
Famous or infamous?
He's you could say he's infamous too, but he happens to be my only GPS drone that I own at this point. So
we'll call him the last Mohican.
He is the last. I even got a special light on him right there because just so he gets in the spotlight. But I told you I was doing a fire sale and I'm going FPV. So everything, it's happening. Once I get it going, it goes. So it's just slow for me. I'm just slow.
Yeah, stuff don't sell as easy as it used to anymore.
No, nobody has any money, and I totally understand. So it's best to not be in a hurry. There's people that will that are interested, but like this right here, this one's in a price range that nobody really spends any money in, and it's once you get up close to $2,000, people just don't throw that kind of cash around unless they're buying it for a special reason.
Yep.
My two minis got sold because both of them were like outdoors channels. And that makes total sense. They just wanted to add a camera platform for their outdoor channel, like both of them. So, and that's okay. I'm glad they went to good homes. So, but this one, I told you I'd rather die with it in my box than to give it away to somebody who's just trying to screw you over. So I'm going to love this one until somebody loves it.
I'll love it for a long time.
Yeah, I love you long time.
But first, let's see who all is in the chat. And I'm seeing Eat More Possum right off the bat, asking for a moment of silence for his SMO 4K.
Oh, yes.
I did want to know what happened.
I did see that the lens, that always goes first, the little lens thing. I did buy a new one for mine, though. I've got a new ND64 for my SMO 4K. So
yeah. Well, Eat More Possum will feel for you.
Here, this will make it feel.
I know we have old Mr. Sunrise is in the house. We'll circle back to him in a minute.
This is what it used to look like, right? I still have the little sticker thing on there that I haven't peeled off yet. That's the replacement lens after I crashed this one. But
yeah, well, we'll know. And Scott, Jackrabbit FPV, and we got Lee McCready, and who else do we have? Bob Casey, DeShaven. If I understand this comments correctly. Ben T. Howdy, Ben.
Ben T's in the house. I figured, hey, Kai, I figured out how on OBS to stick my chat stream, your chat stream, in my OBS. So I can actually interact with it now. I didn't know I could do that. So sweet. Very nice. So I
No,
can,
I got it right next to me, right in the StreamYard window, right next to me. So
you can put it into OBS now. You can take it and they're starting to add a bunch of new things to it, the new version of OBS. So it does grind a lot of CPU though. Holy crap. It's probably because I'm running that stupid thing.
Ben, next time we meet up, let Callie fly with SMO 4K guaranteed results. Just saying. Callie has a knack to crash stuff.
Yeah, eat more possum. I may buy another SMO 4K. Isn't it down to like 240 or 230 now? You can buy one for?
Yeah. Yeah, we met up at the old farmhouse over the weekend. And
249. Found one.
we got a little bit of footage out of it.
You got some really good footage. I was very impressed with it. It was fun. I watched you and Kelly's repair build too. That was a good video. The repair of the rubber gasket.
Yeah, the field repair of the rubber bumper.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm telling
idea.
you right now, that's a freaking design flaw on the Avata.
I can see that. And that is those shouldn't come off that easy. But who knows
It
how
would have
hard it
been
got
an
hit.
easy solution to that problem. Stick a little plastic pin through that rubber bumper like some of the other whoop manufacturers do.
Right.
They have a little screw going through it, and it don't even need to be a screw. It just can be a plastic rod that goes through there, flared out a little bit where it sits tight.
How big is the hole, would you say? Could you put a could you
About
print a could you
maybe
print
just over 1/8 of an inch.
could you print a screw? I've actually got some sites where you can print small nuts and screws that will actually work. I mean, they're actually
Well,
functional.
I got 2 mil screws laying here.
Well, I'm just saying you could do vinyl, or
But
you could do one on a PETG, and then then it's lighter, but I guess not that much lighter.
yeah, like no, sort of a plastic rivet.
Plastic rivet, yeah, it's good. That would be the best because you just want it to poke in there. You really don't. And then if it was a rivet, you could just pull it out, and it's no weight.
But the thing wasn't able. In order to work on that thing, we had to take, the whoop part off, the protector part off at the bottom, and that's about a dozen or so screws, and they're not all the same. So, now you got to take off the antennas, then take everything else loose, and sort of pry it off of that thing. Pain in the neck. Getting that rubber bumper back through was the least of our worries. We got that in there pretty quick.
Let's see. Yeah, no, it looked like it. It looks like I still have not seen any footage that's come out of that new Avata camera. I think maybe it's because of the lack of an ND filter at this point. I don't know. But there's just a little bit of it's still not what I would consider to be what I thought it would be, but I have not seen any live. I haven't seen it. I haven't been able to film it with it and take it out in 4K 60 and then, work with it. And that's when you can really tell the quality of the footage. I mean, it looked good, but
Here, let me share this.
right now it's not the stuff that I took with my Action 2. I don't think it's better than that right now. So my goal is to do I'm sure somebody's already done it side by side. Because I printed I printed a mount.
See, if you look here, you see how they've got that little rubber bumper and they got a screw going through the middle of it?
Right.
That is what they need to do on the Avata too.
Yeah, that looks like a nylon screw, huh? Or is that real with the nylon nut? Probably real.
Well, either or, but
And it needs to have something that you can like a lock nut of some type, so it doesn't vibrate apart. But the Meteor seemed to hold its own. I mean, you could tell it. You could tell it wasn't windy. You guys had a really good day to fly.
Well, there was a little bit of wind, but not too tragic.
Yeah, but it seems like you get around with that. Any more than a 2 or 3 mile an hour breeze. But I was impressed.
We'll just add this to the screen here. Start back at the beginning. This is all Meteor footage out of the Walksnail.
And that Meteor's tiny.
Yeah, that thing is this right here.
And that's the Walksnail's recorder?
That's the Walksnail recorder. And this is, I can't tell right now. I can't see the file name.
And he's flying in horizon mode there. You can see he's trying to get through things.
It's angle mode, yeah.
Yeah, or angle mode.
I'm trying to get a feel for this thing.
Right. Oh, I would too. Why not? There's nothing wrong with angle mode. Angle mode's perfect for when you're trying to do exactly what he's doing. You want to get through things. And you just want to worry about getting in a good spot. Staying level.
This is not put through any kind of stabilization. This is just raw off the cart.
Right. And is the Meteor sending what signal quality is the Meteor transmitting in?
1080p.
That's 1080. Okay.
Well, it can either go 1080p or 720.
Right.
I think I've got it set for 720 because everybody says it's better on 720 right now.
Yeah, I'm almost sure it's 720.
But I mean, yes, they're still having some teething problems. It's still early on this product.
Right. And that video that's being transmitted, that's not doing it justice either. It's better quality than that for sure. I'm looking at it and I've got the original copy at my house that you sent me or you gave me access to.
Here's the recording on the quad itself.
Okay.
What we watched was the goggle recording. This is out of the quad itself. Because I love that these things actually have 8 gigs of space on the board to record.
So the Meteor has 8 gig.
Yeah. Any of the Walksnail VTXs have an 8 gig memory on board.
Yeah, it's a flight. It's a flight worth of video.
And again, this is not
What's the
GoPro
frame rate?
footage. This is not Action 2 footage. This is VTX footage.
What's the frame rate you're?
It should be 60. You run that through some stabilization, it'll be pretty good. Actually, the onboard you can run through because I don't have an SRT file, but you get an SRT file on the. No, you don't need the SRT file. The gyro data should be in the video file. So. It's not bad. Not bad at all. And I don't know if anybody has seen this one yet.
That's so sunrise right there. What do you just loop that and just keep looping it and keep going round and round and round. Team Kai.
So, yeah, we were having a little fun there.
Yeah, you hit it out of the park with that design there, that shirt. That's a good, like I said, it's the Team Kai for sure.
And the only problem is the shorts, those jerseys run small. So be aware when you buy it, you might want to order a size up. I bought the 3X for myself and it was obscenely tight. So
3X was tight.
Yeah. So I put it on Kelly and it fit him pretty good. So
he rocked the 3X. Dang. Are we just getting bigger?
if you were gonna order one, I'll tell you right now, order a 3X.
Yeah, I've actually had to do that with shirts, and it's really weird, you know. I don't know where I left my the size. I don't know if it's a common thing or it's just me getting wider, you know. That's a good loop though. That's a great loop. Nice little short.
I don't even drink that stuff.
Yeah, the other thing is length. Yeah, for tall people. I usually don't mind the 2X, but usually the 2Xs are too short. I go looking for tall now, so it doesn't shrink up like a belly shirt or something.
I usually buy 3X tall, extra fat.
Three X tall, extra wide. I was looking to see if I could find any. Like I said, see if I can find any deals. I think 250 is as low as you can get the SMO camera at this point.
Yeah, hold on. So Woody is in the house, our British connection. Our heartfelt condolences to your loss over there. And then Mr. Chuck himself, the Corvection Action Anyhow, we got some. I got some other toys too.
Yeah, we're starting to accumulate a little bit.
Woody got himself a new job. Nothing wrong with that. Old Peculiar Beer. Okay.
What you do now, Woody? Jim's droning. Oh wow, $200. That's good. And then it's, you don't have to worry about fees and just a nice smooth transaction.
And Mikey, Mr. Fly Zone Drone.
It's
Color. So yeah. Now after my first little tryouts with the Meteor and the Walksnail system, I actually went and bought another mini or whoop or whatever you want to call it, and a full size. So, and the full size.
Give us a weight.
I've actually ordered a frame today, and I actually have it custom made for the Walksnail to fit. Let me pull that up here on the old email.
Who's making your frame?
CNC Madness.
Yep.
They already had a design for one that's open source, and I was able to download the top plate off Thingiverse, and I modified it to fit. I modified this part of it. Well, hold on. I modified this part of it right here to fit for the 25.5 by 25.5 that we need for this. This is the HD version. Normally has 20 by 20 holes for the VTX. I spread that out, and I'm ordering 2 frames and 3 sets of legs or arms. But yeah, that's ordered on the way. Hopefully tomorrow I'll find out what lead time on that is.
Yeah, we got messed up shipping. You got rain all up the East Coast. That's probably what happened with my order from the East Coast. It probably got stuck in that. There's a lot of rainstorms from that hurricane, just bands going through. Then they had a backup from all the days that they were not able to send anything. And then you got a crap load of people that have houses in New York and in Florida, and you got all this air traffic going back and forth. People want to check out their homes and that kind of stuff. So shipping from the East is not easy.
This is basically the frame that I've ordered. We'll have a 25 by 25 whoop flight controller on the bottom, and then this part up top here has just been modified to accommodate the Walksnail. And I'm hoping the mini kit I'll squeeze into this guy. I don't quite know how I'm going to pull that one off, but
so you can open up one of those?
do I need a metric bat or imperial bat? No, it's an aluminum bat. One little light. Does that answer your question? You know, 2x4 will do too. You want me to open up one of these?
Yeah, just to see a hold it. See, Kai's going to make it look even smaller, so it's going to be a great advertisement for Walksnail.
I feel like the only freaking Walksnail fanboy on this earth right now.
It's because it's just hard for people to commit right now. It's like me, I can't commit. Oh.
All right. We got the plastic off, so.
Then you got to go away from what you already have or know.
There's nothing in it. Oh, there's some.
It's so light and small. Look at that.
There we go.
They do put together a nice package there.
That is the USB cable that you need to get your footage off the VTX and do firmware uploads.
Is that a USB-C cable or a USB mini?
No, that's just a regular USB-A. And we got one antenna.
But they're still using micro connectors onto all the flight controllers and all the VTXs.
And here is the board. The wood board was a nano camera. And that's basically the same thing that's mounted in this little booger. You can see the board right up there.
And is the cable, the camera cable, is it limited in its length, meaning that it's definitely a whoop size? You're not going to be able to ever put it on anything longer?
That's one thing I need to find out.
There's not a lot of examples because you'd probably go with a full size once you get it bigger.
Yeah.
But, say you wanted to move the...
What else do we have in here? So we got mounting screws and the cable to hook everything up with. This is the cable that goes to the flight controller. So that's your TX, RX, UART connection, and then power and ground.
Power and ground.
So actually, I think for a whoop, this is about the right size cable.
Right. You're not going to stretch it. I mean, that's to the center of pretty much anything 2-inch and 3-inch. Obviously, you got 3-inch. You're going to put that on, right?
This is, where'd my tape measure go? Where'd my ruler go? Everything took off on me. What's wrong with this picture?
They're trying to give you the best option to put it on probably the frame size that most people would put it on, which would be maybe a sub 3-inch. Once you get up to 3-4 inches, you can.
That's not what she said.
I'm just looking there. Yeah, it's not very far. I mean, this is 3 inches there. I'm just looking at this, but this goes all the way back.
So the cable that's on here is roughly about 1.5 inches. So board to camera is not quite 1.5 inches. So I definitely, if I want to squeeze that in here, I'm going to need a longer cable. I'll have to find out if you can stick a longer cable on this.
Otherwise, you're stuck with kind of a certain configuration.
Actually, I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think that's you can change out the cables.
I wouldn't see why not.
I'm pretty sure we can change out the cables on that. So, oops, I'll put everything back in there, right?
Because most of the time, the flight controller's in front of the
Well, that's the thing was, the form factor that they chose, putting it on a 25 by 25.
Right.
Now we can have it go on top of the flight controller.
That's
Save
right.
us a lot of space, a
That's
lot of
right.
weight.
That's right. And
You
most
know,
of the other ones before, like
all little toothpicks, all little toothpick quads that this is designed for. They just stack on top of each
right,
other.
just be stacked up there. So you only have what, you
Yeah.
only have 2 inch, an inch right there between the two. I get you. Instead
Well,
of having
actually,
a big honking thing behind there.
if you look at the frame that I ordered, there's no
Right.
space back there.
Right.
No extra space back there. Flight controller goes there. VTX on the bottom, on the top plate, under the top plate. There's going to be 2 antennas mounted back here, because these are the holds. That is the holds for the flight controller. Well, those holds are too, but the diamond shape for the
Right.
flight controller.
All in one.
If I can find a freaking Whoop flight controller that you can afford. Jeez.
I guess I got a tweet that came through, and they're saying that it's hard to find Raspberry Pis right now because they're being used for just about everything. And they're hard to find for doing just Raspberry Pi stuff. They're being, purchased by companies, for all kinds of stuff like washing machines and crap.
Yeah. Now, this shall be an interesting little project here.
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see the other VTX, and how comfortable you become, flying with it. Because the stuff I've seen that's been, the 1080p is, you know, visual flight experience is what you want. I mean, that's going to be standard for the digital people, in the next couple of, years. Everybody's going to be turning in their 720 gear for 1080 and because it's better.
Already started. I mean, Avata's 1080, Walksnail's 1080, HD0 is going to be 1080.
Won't be long before we're flying in 4K.
HD0 is fixing to come out with something, but yeah, I'm not really feeling HD0 too much.
Yeah, they haven't done much.
But then again, I mean, if you race, then you definitely want to go with HD0 because of latency. I don't race. I just fart around. I just have fun.
Oh man, my freaking mic! I got a saggy mic right now. It keeps sagging. Stop sagging.
Well, you need to feed your stand some Viagra.
What I need to do is just set it on the freaking. I need to just set it on the freaking desk. Is what I need to do. I got an extension arm which takes up space, and I need to simplify this little activity center here. I'm trying to type on my keyboard, and the boom is basically starting to creep down on my hand.
Yeah, he needs the blue pill. And Michael in the house, Texas strong guy.
Not that I want to degrace this on your, or I don't want to ruin your stream. With the H word, and if you know what I mean by the H word, it's like swearing in the drone world. And the word I'm thinking of is Hubson. And
Okay,
Hubson,
again, this is a Hubson free channel, okay?
Hubson says that it has perfected a OcuSync like experience.
Okay.
And they're claiming that they are also hands free for their for for tracking. They've got a they're working on their so-called active tracking systems.
Is
Anyway,
that the active track was gravity assist?
yeah, something like that. Yeah, gravity assist is right, because I'm telling you, I have not seen one of those that is actually could basically hold a hover without, you know, barometer issues. I mean, I've never seen one. And as soon as now, I guess the last one, that Black Hawk thing was, anyway. It's now the Hubson version of the Black Hawk. Looks like they put bigger props on it too. And because the little tiny
Well,
props, it was like
is that called the Hubson or the Exo now? I'm
this, that,
confused.
well, the one that I saw was a Hubson. It was a new Hubson. I think they just got trying to get rid of their early stock, and they rebranded it to some different names to get rid of it. And I think they're coming out with their next generation of budget killing drones. Oh, all right. That's enough. We ain't gonna say it anymore. I just saw that today. I just came to mind. So we'll stop talking about that right now. But I'll actually believe it when I see it. But I sure as hell ain't gonna spend any money for it. Nope.
Here is an answer I translated from goodphrase.net. It's easy to answer why you should let it go. Of course, these people who advertise there don't have anything.
Alexa, quiet. Did you hear that?
She heard you yearning for Hubson, and so she had to help you out.
Well, what she was doing was trying to just like change the subject, is what she was doing. That's her job. Anytime that word is
That's
uttered,
sad if even Alexa won't let you talk about Hubson anymore.
that's a really old Alexa Echo, and it's pretty good. Oh, I just said the word too. It's one of those Echoes. Oh, she still works though. Not bad. She's had a good life. She's probably 10 years old now. But yeah, that's
The Echo Dot.
Echo. Yeah, no, it's earlier than the Dot. I'll show you what it looks like. It actually was kind of cool.
The Echo Chunk.
It's like this. It's little, and it sits on a charging base. It's got a really good sound out of it. They don't make them. It's just a mini. It was a mini version, and it's pretty good. Yeah, I just put her in here, and she runs my lights. Alexa, tell us a joke.
Because it's so hard to get up and actually flip a switch yourself.
You might get caught.
She said, "Why did the fish skip school?" Or why doesn't the fish skip school? Because it might get caught. There you go.
All right, yeah.
We've now lowered ourselves one more level. Oh, but I'm excited. I'm excited to cull my herd. We were also talking about resin printing today. I told you because I see somebody buy a resin printer, and I'm like, well, I should own one of those too. So I'm thinking why I would own one, and then I actually was printing some things today at work, and I found an example of why I would want to print with resin, because of there's certain shapes that are tough to print, and because of how they're fine or intricate, or they've got like extensions that come out, and it's hard to get a flat surface. There's a lot of different things that would make that good. and it's a hard print. And I printed with some PLA today, and I just remembered how shitty PLA was because I've been printing in PETG for the last couple of weeks. Actually, last couple of months. PETG is so much stronger than PLA. That PLH print I did today, I literally just crumbled in my hand, just like falling apart. I'm like, that wasn't good.
It all depends on what you're doing with it. I mean,
Right.
what you're printing should determine what you're printing it out of.
Right.
And resin printing does have its place, and it's best if you get like little figurines that you want to print.
Right.
And there's these guys. Remember the tin soldiers that you had back in the day that you cast and you paint them?
Right.
Well, we don't do lead anymore. Now we do resin printing.
Right. And lead and resin are probably just as bad, but
either one of them is just as bad. But
yeah, and the advantage of resin is
I never had one. I looked into them, and all I hear from everybody is like they stink to high heaven. You need to have a garage or well ventilated space.
Right. It's like
any
solvent,
that resin needs to stay liquid, and that solvent apparently is pretty wicked.
I worked with a lot of resins growing up because I worked for a coating contractor, and all resins stink to high hell. Yeah. And you open up that cap, man, it's like woo! And you wonder why I am the way I am. It's because I think
good night, Woody.
I think I breathed in. Hey, goodbye. See you, Woody Drones. Thanks for popping in. But yeah, I don't want that. Figure it out. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure it out.
Well, I mean, at least you're in a sunny place, so you can set the stuff outside to cure in the sun.
Right.
But now our friends further north, they don't have the luxury in the wintertime. So that now you're looking at buying a curing machine.
Right.
You still need a rinsing machine, just about.
They're going to make it so it's possible. I think all these are problems that, there's such a huge market for printing. There's such a good hobby in it. And I think they're going to work out those issues, and we're going to get ourselves a resin style printer that's going to be less toxic.
Well, there is such a thing as low odor or no odor resins.
Right.
But I have no idea how well they perform or how low or no odor they actually are.
Right. I've seen some of those advertised. I've been looking at it.
And only stinks half as bad as the other one, but it still stinks. But it's lower in stink, so therefore it's low odor. And then you try to print it, and the damn thing don't want to print up, right? Because the solvents ain't in there.
Yeah, it's just some pretty interesting things that are coming out. I'm excited about all of the 3D printing thing. I think as a hobbyist, as a drone hobbyist, you should be dabbling in 3D printing. It's such a great problem solver.
Yeah. I use it, and I use it for just that. I mean, when I changed over from the Nebular Nano to the Nebular Pro Nano camera, the size of the camera changed from 1414 to 14 by 16 or whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
And I had to come up with a new sleeve to make it fit in a 19 by 19 hole. But I mean, fire up the SolidWorks real quick, pencil something up, create an STL, stick it through the 3D printer. 20 minutes later, you got the part.
Yeah, I think the extrusion type printers are going to kind of remain being the standard. I think they're going to find new materials just like anything, or different combinations of material that can be, connected or combined to create different hardnesses. But right now it's just heat. It's just, you just got heat. That's the only solution right now is you either got, you're melting something. And, by melting, you graze the hotter you melt, the hotter your machine can melt, the hotter the material can be when it's, exposed to, plain old ambient heat. And that's that's where we're fighting right now. We're fighting. And then of course the different properties, PLA, it's inexpensive, but PETG has been pretty good. I was printing some stuff up today. Basically a camera mount for an Avata. Okay. And I did get the PET. I didn't get the PETG to work because I was having trouble with one of the smaller edges sticking. Hey, see ya. So I was having trouble with the build plate sticking, and that's probably just a build plate issue, meaning I should just get a new build plate, material cover. And every so often you just need to replace it. Kind of like that material you bought for your artillery. Is that what you have a new?
Oh, the print plate?
Print plate, yeah.
The PEI plate?
Yeah, kind of like what this one has. This one that I have behind me has a special build plate that's really good when you just clean it off.
The two are not anywhere alike.
Yeah.
Trust me, because I've got my Ender 2 sitting right there.
But the Ender Pro, the Ender 2 Pro there, that thing is...
This stuff.
Is that metal? Coated
this
metal?
Is metal.
Yeah.
This is metal, and it's got a coating on it that is supposed to make stuff stick better.
Uh-huh.
And it just magnets onto the print bit.
You've got that on your artillery, right?
I put that on artillery.
Yeah.
This is actually an artillery label.
Sunrise says it makes a cool sound. That's him. That's just something he would say. Just like, yeah, come on, shake that for me. I want to hear it. How do you put up with that? How do you put up with that on your flight days? He must say that kind of stuff the whole time.
Duct tape. There's a solution to every problem.
Grip tape.
Duct tape works really good.
Grippy tape.
Silence is gold and duct tape is silver.
Yes, like I said, I love PETG. I think that this is the best material for. I mean, this stuff it's flexible when it's thin, and this is pretty damn thin. And you gotta admit that this material here is probably the best material once you master it. And then you get a thicker print that's, really, it's flexible, but it's really strong. If I'd have done that to my piece that I made today, it would have just went. And this has got some give to it, So this one's still going to get finished too, by the way. But I think I don't know. I'm not going to think today. It's Taco Tuesday, so I'm not thinking.
No, you're thinking tacos.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying this one's made for a certain build. I need to follow the build instructions and all in one. And it's going to be this one will be an analog. And what I should do, and what I'm probably going to do, Kai, I know you
here, right there, this thing in there.
I know what you told me. I should get a module for my V1s, an analog module, so then I can fly this thing. I could put
No,
that on there. That's true.
put this thing into that thing and fly digital.
That's true. That's true. Those goggles are only $600. $599 with tax.
I have told you, I don't know how many times I told you you need to jump on that deal. But who didn't want to listen?
Oh, there'll be more deals coming. They don't sell enough of those. There'll be more deals on the way. They're not DJI. DJI will they'll hold deals even if they lose money. But Walksnail, they probably will need to do deals.
Yeah, well, you better hold on to your ducats because we got Amazon Prime Day coming and DJI Store Day all on the same day.
You know, DJI Store Day is they give you a free bag for buying something for the same price. That's DJI Store Day. I have never seen them have a deal on anything. Tell me the last thing, except for something they sold to somebody else that they fire sold. The only reason why I got an Action 2 is because I bought it from somebody else who bought it from DJI and they probably gave them cost and they just got rid of it.
Well, let's see. The Father's Day special on the FPV system was pretty sweet.
What was that?
And then, as I remember, you bought the DJI Action 2.
I didn't buy it from them though. Did I? I didn't buy it from them. Maybe I did. I'm thinking about
bought
that.
it through Amazon, but I'm
yeah,
sure
it was them.
No,
it was
them.
DJI. Yeah. It was them. It was through Amazon, but it was DJI. Yeah, because I have the DJI keeps track of all the crap you buy from them. They have a little checkbox, and it says, "Yep, you've passed this test. You bought just about all the crap that we own." Yeah, you're right. I did buy it from those guys. That was a good deal. Still love that camera.
I mean, isn't that in general with the Chinese manufacturers? I mean, you get maybe $10 off or some crap like that. You know,
I'm still a believer that the Action 2 is still one of the best cameras you can buy and put on a drone. It is small, it is light, and the video quality that comes out of that thing is second to none. I am a huge fan of that camera.
Well, I'm waiting to see what the Mini is going to be like, the GoPro 11 Mini or the next generation of Session that's in the works apparently.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Mini looks like size-wise. Obviously, we got to wait. I think isn't the weight been leaked?
It was supposed to come out in 3 weeks.
That'll be interesting to see. Of course, there's people that are already flying with it right now. So there's people that are holding it in right now. They're holding their water, knowing that that's coming out. They're like, I know it's up. It's so. Everything's good. I'm not going to get suckered in this time, Kai. I will not get suckered into a bunch of buys again.
Of course not.
I will not get screwed.
Of course not.
I will not get on any trends.
I've heard those words from you before.
I don't believe in trends. I don't believe in hype.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to stay off the hype train. I think it's time to eat. I think it's Taco Tuesday time. Well, once again, they're all making tacos right now, and I usually get there and they're sitting down eating, and I get peace and quiet as I make my taco. I don't have to stand in line and wait. I do have an Avata coming. You knew that was going to happen. So I'm so late for that party, but I don't even care. I was late for the last 2 parties, and I think it's been good. It's been good for me. And I'm excited just as much being late for the party. Because nobody is told me anything.
I might be an early adapter with the Walksnail, but so be it.
I don't think the Walksnail's bad. It at all. It's just got a.
Oh, by the way,
I have
for
trouble
those
fighting the evil
that do
empire.
buy it, the fat straps do work on these, but getting that snap through this little loop here on the end
Ooh, yeah.
takes some convincing.
Yeah, you had to get that snap through there.
You got to have some strong fingers to get it through.
Did you have to bend it?
Nope, didn't have to bend it.
It did get through there, though.
You had to be a little persuasive with it. It's tight, but
and as far as the verdict on the goggles, there, everybody that's worn them has said that they're comfortable. They've got a fan. They built-in fan. The optics are good.
Yep. And I done got mine customized. So.
And the price is still lower than DJI. And DJI does not have any kind of an air unit that goes along with the new goggles. So if you don't have your V2s or your V1s, your only option is to go to one of the other systems at this point in time. There is no other option.
Oh, here you go. Avata batteries will be 30% discount. It was the golden ticket on DJI Drone Day. Did you get your golden ticket?
Did I get my golden ticket? I usually do. You know, I already have one. Is Willy Wonka should have already dropped it on me. I should buy another battery.
I don't do either golden tickets or golden showers. So
I think with the Avata, and you could probably verify, you probably need more than 2 batteries for sure. I only had 2 for my FPV, and that worked out good for me. But I think I needed to fly more. This one, I'm probably going to fly more because the fear factor of breaking it is not going to be the same as the other one, even though the FPV never came close to breaking on anything.
Just be sure you don't do any rapid left yaw movements. Was that thing?
That's what I hear.
Because then go.
It's got a left yaw issue. Be interesting to see if that's real. We'll test it out.
But then again, we have extremely talented people amongst us that also can crash it in a right hand yaw movement. I mean,
right.
There's those that don't even need a yaw movement to crash.
Yeah, Kelly would be good at that, but he does. What did Sunrise think of that? What do you think, Sunrise? Any rapid yaw movements? I'm thinking rapid eye movement. Any RYMs? Kelly was trying the yaw thing, but it didn't crash. We'll see. Any rapid.
It didn't crash on the yaw. It crashed when it ran into the tree.
Yeah. There was obvious branch that took that thing down. So
what he characterized as a mild crash.
Yeah, I would agree. But it's heavy, so any crash, it's heavier than you think. The battery makes all the weight. And I'm kind of all these people talking about battery ejection, I'm going to give you my 2 cents on that. That's a good thing. To have your battery eject out is a good thing. It is where all the weight is. That is
okay. Wait a minute. Sunrise, did you get this recorded? Because that is one of those what I call a boomerang statement. You know what a boomerang statement is? A boomerang statement comes back and bites you in the ass.
He was going from normal to manual mode under a tree. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I would go from manual mode to normal mode going under a tree, but I wouldn't go the other way. All right, I got to go eat tacos. It's time.
No. We're going to go back to this statement of
For
yours.
the battery ejection statement,
Yeah.
I'm going to hold that off until I'm going to hold that comment to because I am not a pro. Once again, I am.
Because, you know, we know how this is going to go. You're going to crash, the battery got ejected, and then you be out there for hours
Looking for that
looking for that freaking battery.
because you know I won't freaking leave it out there. I will stay out all night. I wouldn't wait till the next day. I literally would comb the area. I'd bring Steve, have him find it because he knows where drones are. Steve, find the battery. Maybe I should. That would be good. Train a dog to find lost quads and batteries. What do you think?
Well, actually,
Can I do it?
that,
I'm going to train Steve to find the lost drones. Steve, find it. Find it. Does not make in one noise. Not even beeping. He can find it. All right, I'm out of here. I got to go eat.
All right.
Okay,
Well, we're going to say our goodbyes real quick because it's about that time anyway.
Hey, Captain Ray, Tech Sarge Drone Guy, Sunrise, Ray Kelly in the house, Ben T, Eat More Possum. I don't. Is Eat More Possum even paying attention anymore? He's probably already got his new SMO camera on the way.
Yeah, no, he drilled a bunch of quads into the ground too. So
at least he flies
probably.
them. I just covet them and hold them because they feel good. I'm the other drone guy, the one that doesn't want to fly it, just wants to look at it and talk about it flying.
All right. Well, if you would on the way out, hit that thumb upper thingy. I'd appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe and hit that bell thingy, and then you know when we're doing more of our senseless, useless stuff here.
And if you see that quad on eBay, do not give me an offer if you're not going to be serious. I'll probably get so many offers. It'll be on there, but I'm going to put it at the highest level that I can put it at and just get some interest. But it's going to just sit there and it's going to just simmer on eBay just so it doesn't get sold. You just never know. But
Eat More Possum just figured it out. We're going to wrap our quads in bacon and the dog will find them.
That's a good idea. Put a smell.
Yeah, if you're wrapping in bacon, you don't need a dog to find them. You find them yourself.
Just put smell. Yeah, bacon smell. Bacon smell quads. Sounds like a good name. BS quads. All right.
Yeah, he's going to patent the Bacon Senate quad.
There
you go. All right.
All righty, guys.
It's time, gentlemen.
It is Tuesday.
I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all spending time with us. Again, we'll do more of this craziness next week. Hopefully, Dad will feed his mic stand a little Viagra before the fact.
I'm just going to put it up here, and then we're going to see how many minutes it takes to drop below my chin.
Yeah.
Right there. So that's where it's starting, and we'll just slowly see it. I've got it tight too. I think I can see it.
Apparently not tight enough.
I think I can see it moving. Well, it's heavy though. It's too heavy it's a freaking good mic. So, all righty, guys, have a good one. It's Tuesday. Later, have a good day. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Life is good.
Life is good.
It is.
And until then, y'all take care.
Bye.